Hey, this is Mike Long. You called my my phone number off of NashvilleSEO.org.
Oh, hey man, how's it going?
Going really good. How you going?
Doing pretty good.
Good. I took a little bit of time to get back because I wanted to do a little bit of digging into the pressure wash business for Nashville on Google and stuff like that.
Okay.
So just tell me a little bit about yourself and your business.
Man, we've been going at it for a few years now. Just this year got a website up, which is nothing really. Honestly, I think it's kind of shitty to be honest with you, man. But I'm just trying to, get started as a web presence.
Yeah. I don't like your website either.
It was something I can do quick to get it up there. And, it just started. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, totally. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, man. And basically, man, I'm concerned about the website. I want it to be, very professional looking, but that's really not my main objective. Basically, what I'm wanting to do is when you search pressure washing Nashville or Nashville pressure washing companies, whatever, I want there to be, at least 5, 6, 7, however many pages with our company info on them. And you'll have to forgive me, man, because I'm a total idiot when it comes to anything web. I don't know very much about it at all.
Okay.
But I know that when there's a couple other pressure washers here in town, and if you search for that, their names are up there like there's 4 or 5, and there's 4 or 5 for another company. And what I'm trying to do is get it to where when people search pressure washing Nashville, that basically they have no choice to call us because we're just blasting our name in front of them. That's my goal.
Man, you came to the right place. Are you in front of a computer?
Not at the current. I mean, that can be. Hang on, let me grab my laptop.
Yeah.
All right, I am now.
Okay, so we don't just do Nashville. We do all over the country. I just happen to live in Nashville, so that's why I stuck up Nashville SEO. You've heard of ServPro, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of our bigger clients is ServPro. You can we do a number of their locations. A good example is type in water damage. Please type in water damage St. George into Google. I'll do the same thing while you're doing it. All right, so water damage St. George.
Okay.
All right, so is what you're seeing, the first listing is a Facebook page, is that correct?
No, I'm seeing ServPro Hermitage Donaldson, which is right here around Nashville.
Sorry, type in water damage ST space George, GEORGE. Actually,
That's what I got.
You're getting a Nashville listing? St. George? Yeah, water damage space ST space George, GEORGE. It's St. George, Utah.
First thing that comes up is ServPro Hermitage Donaldson, Tennessee.
Hermitage Donaldson, Tennessee. Oh, you're looking at the paid listings. It must be.
Looking at the what?
Are those the sponsored ads that you're looking at that are?
I can see it. Yeah, those are the ones that are highlighted.
Okay, great. So maybe number 1 is BBB, Better Business Bureau?
Yeah, BBB and then Facebook. Yep.
Okay, now notice that it's not just Better Business Bureau, but it's actually ServPro's Better Business Bureau.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and then it's ServPro's Facebook page. Then it's Yahoo Local, but it's ServPro's Yahoo Local.
Yep.
Then you see the local listings, they're number 1 for that. And then you get back into the regular listing, so local book, and again it's ServPro's local book. Then it's ServPro's YouTube video.
Yep.
Then it's ServPro's Yellow Pages. Then it's ServPro, their actual website for St. George. Then it's local, again, it's the next thing is ServPro. It's basically the entire page, SlideShare, it's all ServPro. The entire first page.
Sure.
So is that the kind of thing you're looking for?
That is exactly what I'm looking for. And like I said, their website's only one of these, which is cool with me, but it's just the fact of having, you know, you got Facebook, you got Yahoo, you got all these different ones, and you know, I don't have the time or the knowledge to go through each one of those. So I don't even know if that would even work. But yeah, that's what I'm wanting. This is what I'm wanting right here.
Well, I got to tell you, with this particular account, this is a great example because this was they didn't have much of a web presence before we got to them. They were taking less than 5% of their orders off the web. Now they take over 70% of their orders off the web. So it's just a dramatic difference. Are you still there?
Well, I mean, what would be the first step in doing something like this?
Okay. Well, what we do nowadays, the way we work things is we really particularly like to have an informed client when we work with them. It works fine the other way, just kind of do it for you and not have you know nothing about it. But it really winds up we have like much better working relationships with people once they understand just a little bit about what's going on. I'm not trying to nerd you out. Like I don't understand.
Man, I would love to. I would put it this way, man. I don't want to pay you a bunch of money for me to not know what the hell you're doing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, great. Great. So what we do, the way we work things, and Google's just gotten crazy. I mean, just so you know, I want to give you an idea. There was a Google blackout where if you go to google.com and just try to go to the website, it was just down. Google and YouTube is owned by Google. Google and YouTube were down for 5 minutes for like one Friday in August. Like August 17th, it was down for 5 minutes at around 7 p.m. Eastern time, and there was a significant drop in global traffic. So people just stopped. They just got it from their computer and left. I don't know what they did, like go play football or something. I have no idea. Go drink a beer, but they just stopped searching. And like I've asked this question to a lot of people because it's really interesting to me. Do you think that there was a 1% drop, a 3% drop, or a 7% drop in global traffic when Google went down for 5 minutes?
I mean, I use it for everything. I'm sure a lot of other people do too.
So are you thinking like 7%?
I would say more than that.
You think it's more than that? Yeah, you're right.
Yes, I would say it's more than that.
Yeah, you're right. It was 40%.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. It's just right now, and it's just blowing up. It's more and more now. There's a lot of opportunity with. I'm particularly excited about pressure washing in Nashville. Basically, some search terms are especially open for this kind of thing that we do, where we can blanket page one, because there's a lot of the social sites are on there, like Facebook, Better Business Bureau, YouTube. Like when I see listings like that, Angie's List, Thumbtack.com. When I see stuff like that, it means that Google thinks that this is more of a social thing, that it's more up to the people to decide, and that's where we really excel. Does that sort of make sense? All right, great. So basically what we do is we have an introductory package. It's the only way that we start with people because we just have such better results with folks when we do it this way. What I do is I do a few more hours of background research, and I put together a package that's kind of specific to what you guys are doing, like what your market is, that would tell you if you want to do it yourself, this is what to do. Okay? Not that you have to do it yourself, but I think it's good to know if you just wanted to do it yourself, these are the steps to do it, right? Like to kind of generally do at least part of what we do, if not all of what we do. Part of what we do is relies on, we have our own, basically we have our own network of websites, of really, really high quality websites that we can use. They're basically like directories that can rank sites kind of on demand. Sort of like the Death Star, where you point it and it just blows things up. But you don't even necessarily need that all, for everything. And we want to show you how to do it yourself, because that way, if you do wind up working with us, then you appreciate what we're doing. Does that sort of make sense?
That absolutely does. I like that. So, I mean, if it came down to it and I decided to do it all myself, it would be something that you guys could help me out with that.
Yeah. So basically. Really what happens with most of our customers is most of our customers ask us to do most of the heavy lifting, but they want to do some of it themselves. Just because there's opportunities that come up. I mean, just simple things like asking your customers to give you a Yelp ranking and stuff like that. Like, I can do that for you, but weirdly enough, it's way easier for you to do it than for me to do it.
Well, yeah, I'm already on the phone with you. You're not.
Right, exactly. So usually it winds up being like an 80-20 proposition. At the end of the day, like with ServPro, we do 80% of it. We do the things that either they don't want to do or that we really specialize at, but they do some of the stuff. And then that way it's a little bit cheaper for them, and you can see the results are just crazy. And we find that's like that way we have just a great, like, long-standing relationship, and that's what we like to do. We only work with, obviously we can only work with one person in one category in a big city, because
that's another thing we're going to ask, is if you've ever done any kind of pressure washing with anybody in Nashville.
Yeah, we have. Well, you'd know it if we you'd know it if we had, because there'd be because page one would be all us.
Well, and another thing I need to bring up to you, man, is our company is called Pro Wash, just plain and simple Pro Wash.
Right.
There's another guy here in town that has a company, and I don't know where he came up with his name, but it's called Roof Restore Outdoor Pro Wash. And I would say that he probably got, one of the best web presences of the 3 or 4 other pressure washers in town.
Yeah.
So that's what's throwing me off, because I think it would be easier to find our stuff if it weren't for him having his stuff plastered all over the web.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, like, these people, this would be like, Mike Tyson boxing a sock puppet. I mean, this is not. There's no competition here. I mean, not for me. But I totally, like, we rank on, like, national terms. Like, I'm like number 1 for, like, Gold IRA and stuff like that. Like these are, like, really big national terms. Like, I just moved to Nashville. Like, us being number 1, we're number 1 and number 2 for Nashville SEO. And we're actually just starting the whole page 1 domination. But I only moved to Nashville in July. So it just, anyways, the rankings are not a problem for us. The main thing for us is the relationship, just to build a strong relationship with another smart business person, if that makes sense. That's generally how we do things. Okay, so here's what we do. We put together, I'll put together a proposal but the proposal basically says, here's the A, B, and C of what you need to do to dominate page 1. Here's how to do it yourself. And then if you want us to do it, this is how much it would cost for us to do it, and you can kind of break things down and have us do what you want us to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Including you can just do it yourself. We have no problem in the world if you just want to do it yourself. We think that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's cool. And honestly, man, I mean, I would love to gain the knowledge to do it, but I really do not have the time or the energy to learn. And I just honestly don't have the time. I mean, I have to be spraying water to be making money. So
well, and we can. Yeah, we can boil it down to 2 hours or less for you. Essentially, what I'll do is, like if you decide to, take our kind of introductory package, what I'll do is I'll put together a short video for you, like a 20-minute video for you that'll break things down for you, and then I'll be available for you for about an hour and a half, like one-on-one, to consult with you to explain things and so forth. And what we do as kind of an additional, just fun bonus, is we create a YouTube video for you, and we go ahead and rank it on page 1 of Google for your term. That's just kind of a fun bonus, because no matter what, if you wind up working with us for our kind of mega package, then a YouTube video will be a part of it, and so that way it gets it out of the way. So we charge $4.99 for that, and we think it's a hell of a deal. And you can just pay ideally with PayPal, but we can take credit card if you need it.
Okay. And then is that including kind of filming or anything, or is that just?
Yeah, that includes everything. No, that includes everything.
So that's filming and all. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that, man. I've gotten into doing. I've been collecting for the last probably 6 months. I've been collecting the crap out of footage.
You've been collecting the crap out of what?
I got a couple of GoPro cameras. I mean, I've been really taking a lot of footage, and I probably have, I don't have an editing capability of it, but I've probably got
Oh, that'd be great, actually.
Or not.
Yeah, that'd be great. It doesn't save any money. Like I'm just gonna do like a 30-second spot. But if you want me to use some of the stuff that you have and edit it in, I won't charge anything extra for that.
Sure. Okay.
So if you have an email address, I can send you a link to pay, and then we can just go from there. What's your email address?
It's at gmail.com.
Okay. Okay, I'll send you a link, and it takes us about 5 days to get everything up and running. Sometimes it takes a little while for the rankings to kick in. It might take a few days or a couple weeks for that video to rank. However, our rankings tend to work very fast, which is kind of a great thing.
Okay.
All right. Hey, was it TJ or is it CJ?
TJ.
Okay, great. Well, it's great to meet you. I'll send you that email at prowashnashville@gmail.com, and as soon as I get your payment, then we'll move forward.
Sounds great, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much. Bye. That is how it is done.